Welcome to my channel, Teach Me 24/7. Today we are going to discuss the questions and answers for Class 6th History, Chapter number 7, that is, New Questions and Ideas. Question number 1. Describe the ways in which the Buddha tried to spread his message to the people. Buddha taught the people in Prakrit, which was the language of the ordinary people, so that everybody could understand his message without any difficulty. He also encouraged people to think for themselves rather to simply accept what he said. Buddha himself set an example to lead a simple life. Gautam Buddha moved from place to place to give his message to all the people, ordinary as well as people from other classes of society. Question number 2. Write whether true or false. Statement number 1 is the Buddha encouraged animal sacrifices. False. Gautam Buddha taught people to be kind and to respect the lives of others, including animals. Samath is the important because it was the place where the Buddha taught for the first time. True. The Buddha taught that karma has no effect on our lives. This statement is false because Gautam Buddha preached that the results of our actions, that is karma, whether good or bad, affect us in this life and also in the afterlife. The statement number 4 is the Buddha attained enlightenment at the Bodh Gaya. True. Upanishadic thinkers believe that the Atma and the Brahman were ultimately one. This statement is true. Question number 3. What were the questions that Upanishadic thinkers wanted to answer? Upanishadic thinkers wanted to know about life after death. Some wanted to know why sacrifices should be performed. They felt there had to be something permanent in the universe that lasted even after death. Their ideas are recorded in the Upanishads. Question number 4. What were the main teachings of Mahavira? The main teachings of the Mahavira are he taught a simple doctrine. Men and women who wished to know the truth must leave their homes. They must follow rules of ahimsa, which means not hurting or killing living beings, very strictly. For example, they had to cover their mouth and nose with cloth. This was to ensure that they do not kill by mistake, kill small insects by hot steam of breathing. All beings, said Mahavira, long to live. To all things life is dear. Lead a simple and pure life. Do not steal and lead a simple life. Mahavira was against the caste system. He questioned the superiority of Brahmins. He laid stress on Triratna or the three jewels of life: right conduct, right belief, and right knowledge. Question number 5. Why do you think Armga's mother wanted her to know the story of Buddha? Buddha was the founder of Buddhism and he was the wise one. His stories could be inspirational and motivational to the students, so Armga's mother wanted her to know his story. Question number 6. Do you think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangha? Give reasons for your answer. Yes, I think it would have been easy for slaves to join the Sangha because Buddha favored and stressed equality of human beings. Moreover, some slaves were very good at their work and performed many useful services for the people of Sanghas. Question number 7. Make a list of at least 5 ideas and questions mentioned in this lesson. Choose 3 from the list and discuss why you think they are important even today. Ideas and questions mentioned in the lesson and their relevance today. Life is full of suffering and unhappiness. It is due to our unfulfilled desires. This is true today since most of the people are not satisfied with what they have. They resort to unfair means out of greed and end up in suffering and trouble. Our actions, that is karma, affect us in our current life as well as next life. We should not hurt or kill any living being, according to Mahavira. This is important because every living being has a desire to live. Thinkers wanted to know about life after death, and they wanted to know why sacrifices should be performed. Sacrifices are not justified since living beings should not be killed. Upanishadic thinkers also felt that something was permanent in the universe and it lasted even after death. The last question of the day, that is, find out more about men and women who renounce the world today. Where do they live? What kind of clothes do they wear? What do they eat? Why do they renounce the world? Religious saints, monks, nuns, philosophers, Jain munis, men and women who have joined the Buddha's Sangha renounce the world even today. They live in ashrams, vihars, sanghas, dargahs, or lonely places of meditation or worship. Some of them even live in remote forests or near some permanent rivers or on the peak of mountains. They meditate for the most of their time. They wear very simple clothes, clothes of particular color and design. So that's all in the chapter number 7 for today. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe for more such videos.